So everyone's been going crazy to find a Topps Chrome update. They're, I guess you can say, they're either mega boxes or they're hobby boxes, and they're so hard to find in stores, at least in the area the where I live. Everyone's looking for either the Jackson Holiday 1 of 1, where it has an autograph and all that stuff, or even the Paul Skeens. And the Paul Skeens is very popular. People are saying this might, if you pull this card, it's worth over $150,000 because the Pittsburgh Penguins are giving you like season tickets for the next 30 years, and then this is happening, this is happening. So it's all kind of crazy stuff. So Topps Chrome, great marketing thing, but everybody's going crazy to find these boxes. And looking back, maybe about a month ago, Hobby Legends on YouTube, they pulled an Elly De La Cruz 1 of 1. And I wanted to watch that video because I never really watched it. So we're going to watch this video and see how they pulled it. And I'm trying to take note on what they did, what box it was, how many boxes they had, you know, all this kind of crazy stuff. And then we'll chat about it after we're done. So let's watch the video and then see their reaction when they pulled this Elly De La Cruz 1 of 1, which is worth like $120,000. So let's see.
With some goodies. Show us one of those. Our refractor is going to lead off with Shota Imanaga. Oh boy. Oh boy.
All right, so they got Shota Imanaga, and you can see that white on the side, and that is obviously the Elly De La Cruz card behind it. And I guess they can tell automatically that it was that Elly De La Cruz cards because all those 1 of 1s and all the 1 of 1s, they come out with that white background. So this is the first pack from this hobby box. Now, the hobby boxes, we're going to get into this later. I'm going to talk about it later with you guys and see what you think, right? But the hobby boxes, I believe now, this is like January, whatever, right? January 14th, right? And I think the hobby boxes are worth about $500-$600, maybe less, maybe more. I'm not exactly sure the number of them, right? But, you know, say $500 for a hobby box, that's a lot of money. You know, mega boxes are $50, and people are reselling them for $110, $100, $90 online. So let's finish watching how we do that.
Oh boy.
Oh, we got one?
Oh boy, I think we got one, everybody. Shota Imanaga is our only refractor in this pack. Good luck, everybody. Everybody on the pro debut checklist. Oh boy, we do. We got one, everybody. They can be found. And I'm not going to slow roll. We're going to get right to it. Rookie card 1 of 1 pro debut patch. Oh, wow. Settle down. Wow. Elly De La Cruz on the MLB debut patch 1 of 1. My goodness.
Huge.
Wow. So I'd say it was worth the wait. Elly De La Cruz spot, are you watching live? You just hit a fantastic, huge card. Huge card. It has to be the best card of your collection already.
So obviously they're breakers and pulling cards for people. And this is the Elly De La Cruz 1 of 1 where he obviously signed it. His MLB debut was like June 6th, 2023. And he was like so big, you know, last year and the year before, and everybody's trying to get his rookie card, even in like the Bowmans. Like we were trying to get them all the time as well. And a 1 of 1, that card is worth, I think it sold for $119,000 or $115,000 for one card. So that's why everybody's going crazy for these Topps Chrome updated series. Now the Topps Chrome regular don't have these. So the Topps Chrome update has these 3 big ones, which is Elly De La Cruz, which got pulled already. Jackson Holiday, which is a pretty big one, probably go for less than Elly De La Cruz, or about the same. And then the Paul Skeens, which is everybody's still looking for now. And like if you look at the picture in the top right-hand corner, like look at all those hobby boxes they are opening. They must have opened over the course of this video. I mean, this video is 7 hours long. They're opening boxes for the entire time I'm teaching at school. So that's just crazy in itself. And of course, they're hobby legends, and they only have like 17 or 18,000 followers on YouTube. So it's nothing crazy. I mean, we're at like 1,300. So it's nothing crazy, but like I'm telling you, all these boxes that they have open 50, 100, 200, 500. I have no idea. I didn't even know they made that many hobby boxes. And it's got to be worth tens of thousands of dollars they spent just on the Topps Chrome hobby boxes. Now, they do have mega boxes in there too, but this is from a hobby box. And it was their first pack pulled from a hobby box. Now, like talking about this, like with you guys, like, so, I mean, I'm sure they're good guys. They're doing great for the hobby because they're getting everybody excited. People are buying in for this pack and this pack, and they might have the 10th pack, and they paid $300 for it, or whatever that could be. Is this good for the hobby? Is this good to have this company or whatever it is go out and buy 1,000 boxes or 500 boxes? It's good for a lot of people that are getting into the hobby and getting excited and things like that. But now you're turning the hobby into, I guess, more of like a profit instead of like more of an adventure, more of a hobby. Where like when I was a kid, we would go after the Bo Jacksons and the Gretzkys and the Lindrosses and the Jordans and the Wilt Chamberlains and all that stuff, right? But it was like, they're base cards. Oh, we got a base card. Cool. I'll put it in my collection. And then you show all your friends at school. And that's how it really worked when we were kids back in the, middle 80s, late 80s, early 90s, before all the wax packs started getting a little crazy too. But it's just those things. I mean, is that good for Topps? I mean, listen, you can go in and buy all the boxes you want. I can care less. You know what I'm saying? Is this driving the price up? Is this driving the price up for an everyday person like you and I? I mean, listen, I'm not going to go there and go buy $500, $700 for a hobby box. I mean, I'll get divorced in 3 seconds if I did that. And that won't be good just for, for me, obviously, but, for kids. And then if kids want to go buy these boxes, I mean, are they being all bought up? Or are all the chances being bought up? Like, how are they getting all these boxes? Are they like, I don't even know how they're even doing that. So, I mean, maybe you know more than me. I'm kind of new at this with the breakers and how many boxes they're getting and all that stuff. I mean, I understand what breaking is and all that stuff, right? But like, what's happened? What's the deal here? And is it good for Topps to put a card into these packs that are worth hundreds of thousands of dollars? Is that good? I mean, it creates excitement, but then it also creates like, oh, I didn't get it, and then I'm not going to get it, and then you get down on yourself, right? So that's like videos that I have done in the past, like expectations. You're going to open up if you grab a Topps Chrome update and you get this box, 99.9999999% chance you are not going to get a Paul Skeens auto 101. You are not going to get a Jackson Holiday 101. There's only one made in the entire history of this entire set. So, go in with expectations that is not going to get you, all bent out of shape if you don't get this stuff, right? Hey, if I get an Elly De La Cruz base card, I'm happy because I kind of save all the Elly De La Cruzes and the Jackson Holidays, and if I had Harpers and Ohtani's, just if they're base cards, I still save them. You know what I'm saying? Because they're worth something. And what I usually do is I put them in some mystery packs and I give them out to my kids at school when they do a good job, or we have a treasure chest at school that if they do a certain amount of work over the week for their IXLs, is like math and science and all that stuff, right? If they do that on the computer and then they get like a ticket and they put the ticket in the thing and then they draw it out and then they get they can pick out the mystery pack. So it's prolonging the hobby, and base card, it's $1 or $2. It's worth it because then I have all my kids that go through me. I have 120 kids every year, and now they're getting back into sports cards, and that's prolonging the hobby this that way. Oh yeah, cool. I got a Shohei Ohtani card. Just who cares what kind of card it was? They don't really care. They don't really know much about it. They're 10, 11, 12 years old. So, I mean, they're just getting an Ohtani card or a CJ Stroud card or whatever that could be. So, like, it's just crazy to me that these people are opening Topps Chrome boxes and they switch out. So this guy, I'm not sure who their names are or anything like that. And I'm sure they're great people, and it's a great thing for the hobby that they're doing all this stuff, and that's great. but like they're opening cards for 7.5 hours live on the screen here. The video is 7 hours and 34 minutes, 35 minutes long. And are they all Topps Chrome update? They switch out. They might have 4 guys going there and switch out. Okay, you got 2 hours, you got 2 hours, you got 2 hours. That's just crazy that how much money they're shelling out for this. I mean, is that good for the hobby? Is that good to have people buy all these things and then, it's good. I mean, it's good that you can have a person open up cards for you and then you get into that break and maybe you only pay $50 to get in there and maybe you pick the Reds or whatever that could be, and whatever Reds cards you get, you get. Instead of spending $500 or $600 on a hobby box where maybe you can't afford it. But, it's just crazy to see that they have all these cards in there and all those boxes. And I'm looking at that picture in the top right-hand corner of the screen, and it's like, I cannot believe they had that. I mean, the first time I watched this video, I was just dumbfounded that they opened up that many boxes of the Topps Chrome update. And I'm like, where did they get that from? So, I mean, if you know more about it than me, shoot us a message in the comments. And that goes, into our insider thing that me, Scotty, and Johnny are doing. Like, our insider club is just like, okay, when are things coming out? When are things being released? What dates are they? I'm looking, like right now, I'm looking for the Topps, not the Topps, the Upper Deck Series 2 NHL cards, the Series 2, because my baby Michkov is coming out, and that's his first rookie card. So I'm trying to, when those boxes come out, and I'm thinking like March, I'm putting that release date to the side. So as soon as they come out, I'm going to try to get them in retail and get a couple boxes and hopefully get a Michkov rookie card because he's a pretty good flyer. That's a pretty good, Celebrini well for the Sharks. So if you follow hockey, there's some cool things there that, you might want to know when release dates are coming out, when things are getting restocked, all that stuff. So this insider group, the Sports Card Insiders, shoot us a message in the comments. We'll send you an email, and then every week or so, 2 weeks, we'll send out an email that has all these things, when the things are getting restocked, what part of the country they're in, when release dates are, all that stuff. So you ain't got to keep on finding like 45 different places to find when these things are coming out. So it's a cool thing. Comment insider in the comments or in the comments, and then we'll send you that link and you can sign up. It's just email. We're not stealing any email addresses. We're not doing any of that stuff. Just trying to get you guys. So it means it's so hard for me to find this stuff. So I want to make it easy for you guys. So that's a cool thing. But seeing that Elly card get pulled, I mean, that was probably the most rush they ever felt in their entire life. And that's part of the hobby. I just don't like having people open up cards for me. That's just me. I'm old fashioned. I'm 40, almost 44 years old. I'd rather have a pack in front of me, open it up. If I don't get anything, I don't get anything. If I get something pretty cool, that's amazing too. But I'm saving them for my kids and then their kids, and then maybe in hundreds of years, those cards will be worth something. So I mean, building up some packs and things like that now that eventually my kids will appreciate as they get older as well, and they open up packs with me too. That's what it's all about, And I'm sure these guys are having fun too. I mean, man, you're opening up cards all day for your jobs. I mean, that's a pretty cool thing to do too. Just a lot of money that they're shelling out to get all these updates. I mean, it's just crazy to think. But that Elly card sold for over $100,000. The Skeens, I'm saying it's going to go sell for $200,000 when somebody pulls it. Now, if I was Topps, this is what I would do. I would, send out the Elly card, maybe send out the Jackson Holiday card, and then hold on to the Skeens card until like March when the season comes out. Then put it in one of those hobby boxes or a mega box, and then somebody will pull it. I mean, because I definitely think that once you pull the Skeens card, the value of the actual boxes will drop, and you'll probably be able to get them for a pretty reasonable amount of price. Even though the Topps Chrome are a good set, you'll get them for a reasonable price, more than like $90 for mega box or maybe $500 for a hobby box. Maybe it'll come down in price a little bit, but that's how the market rolls and how there's more demand and supply and so on and so forth. But I was Topps. If I was smart, I'd probably hold on to that till maybe about February, March, and then release that Paul Skeens auto 1-on-1 MLB debut, and then probably send it out right before the actual Major League season gets started, and that gets everybody excited for that as well. So yeah, that's just me with doing it. But I'm going to follow Hobby Legends. Watched them a lot. Never really heard of them before until they pulled this card. I'm sure maybe you haven't either, or maybe you have. And again, I'm sure they're good guys. I'm not busting them at all. You know, it's just a lot of money they're shelling out for all these boxes. It's crazy. I never thought that you can get that many boxes in one sitting and open them all up, because they're blowing through cards in like 20 seconds. You know, boxes in 20 seconds or a minute or whatever that could be. So that's crazy. But Elly card, pretty cool. Maybe we'll do a Paul Skeens reaction video once somebody pulls that. You know, I haven't found any boxes, so don't expect me to pull it. I ain't got no money to pull that stuff. You know, I get yelled at if I go buy a blaster box for $30. So, I mean, you know, $50, I might be able to get a chrome. I did open up a couple chromes a couple of weeks ago. You know, didn't really find anything, but other than that, you know, let us know in the comments what you think about how the Topps chrome, is it good for those breakers to get a lot of boxes? Is it not good for that? You know, how that happening, and hopefully, you know, as my car alarm goes off for some reason in the background, just to, you know, annoy me. But is that good for the hobby? Is it good for the hobby just to have maybe, you know, go into the field and, you know, have $50 to get a hobby box, because maybe that is what you can afford, and you can always get into that. But do you like having people open up boxes for you? Would you rather open up boxes yourself? Do you get in the breaks? What do you think about breaks? Who are the breakers that you follow? Because I'm sure there's a lot of people that you follow. I don't really get into many. I watch them sometimes, but I don't really get into many. I know Scotty does a little bit, but I don't really get into many either, right? But let us know in the comments what you guys think, and then maybe how much you think the Paul Skeens, you know, autograph card will go for once somebody rips it, hopefully in the next few weeks. But, you know, keep looking out. Make sure you guys, if you're first time you're watching this, hit that subscribe button. Let us know what you think in the comments. And again, comment Insider if you want to get into that email group to let us know, or let you know when the release dates are and all that good stuff for card boxes and blaster boxes and hobby boxes as well. So, we'll talk to you guys later. We appreciate you guys watching all the time, and appreciate you guys commenting. And again, we'll get back to each one of you, talk to you, and, you know, it's a good time. I'm glad this channel is taken off, because it's a really cool community that we're presenting, and we're also, you know, part of with all you guys. So we appreciate it, and let us know what you guys think. Again, in the comments. Talk to you guys later. Peace out.